My name is Louise and I have a son with a rare condition. Dafydd was diagnosed with dopa-responsive dystonia in 2019. It is a very rare condition. They believe it affects around 1 in a million people worldwide, and it was a genetic test that picked it up. My husband and I didn't know we had a faulty gene, but we managed to pass on both those faulty genes to our son. We are very lucky though, because his condition is treatable by medicine, which he's been having since he was just over 1. Dafydd's condition means that his muscles don't get the right messages from his brain, which the medicine helps with that. But when he was diagnosed, he'd lost a lot of skills. He'd never walked, he hadn't really crawled. So there was a lot of time spent in appointments and with physiotherapists, occupational therapists, getting Dafydd moving again, getting him eating again, getting him drinking again. It did have a big impact on us as a family, as my husband had to give up work to care for him. As you can see at the time, he had an NG tube, which my husband had to be trained to fit. We had to feed him through a tube, he had to have his meds in through his tube, until he relearned all those skills that he'd lost when we first got his diagnosis. Although it can be difficult at times, we have found an online support group through Facebook for parents of children with dopa-responsive dystonia and those and adults that have it themselves. And it's been amazing to reach out and talk to people the other side of the world who have children in their teens that are doing really well and can tell you how they've done and what's been the sort of norm for them, so to speak. It does appear that a lot of people have very different symptoms and have different reactions to things like different kinds of medicine. So it is still, people are still learning, even those people that have got the condition. And of course the medical professional is still learning as well. But we did manage to find another parent in Wales. So we've made contact with another parent in Wales who has an older child